Hey everybody, what's going on today? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. My name is Jordan. I'm a singer-songwriter and acoustic guitar player primarily, but today I wanted to share with you guys a cool experience I had buying a newer guitar over Christmas. So the story starts out, I went back to a local guitar shop that I grew up going to, took lessons there, bought guitar strings and capos there, a guitar even actually, and a guitar case, you know, just stuff that kids do when they're learning to play guitar. And remember a lot of good times in this shop, you know, learning a lot about guitars, the different kind of instruments, kind of how to use them, different things like that. I actually grew a lot that year that I took lessons at the shop from somebody. And I kind of established a friendship with the owner over the last couple of years. Every time I end up in the area again, for whatever reason, I always go back and buy guitar strings there because it's one of the few shops in the area that you actually can buy guitar strings from. So I went back, started playing some guitars, and I started with the acoustics like I normally do, and then I saw a couple of electrics that kind of intrigued me. Played a Reverend guitar for the first time, and that was really cool. But the one that I bought, I did not expect to like it. I did not expect to want it. I did not expect to own it. And especially because I didn't have all the money right at that time to buy it, and I actually walked out of the guitar store that day without it. So the guitar store itself, I should touch on that briefly, is called the Dancing Bird Art Studio and Gallery, or Gallery and Studio. And pretty much Jeff, the owner, is a painter by trade and just loves art in general, whether it be music, drawing, painting, all of that stuff. And so I've, you know, like I say, got to know him over the last few years. And as I played this guitar, I went out and actually talked to him about it later on. I was like, you know, I don't normally like these things, but man, I'd walk out of that, I'd walk out with that today if I could. And I ended up buying the strings, leaving, saying my goodbyes, and I left. And that night I was laying in bed at past midnight wondering, what could I sell that I could own that guitar? Well, I came up with a few things that I could sell, and I went back on Monday after calling him, setting up an appointment, and here is what happened. So today I am buying a guitar of a brand I've never owned, which is kind of weird to say. And it's a guitar that lots of other people love and enjoy, but I did not want one until I accidentally played this in a guitar shop the other day. I'll try to give you guys some more information about the guitar shop when we come back out, but I have to meet the guy right now. So I'm gonna go inside and we're gonna get this thing rolling. It is an adventure. All right, so I'm gonna ask, this is Jeff. He owns the Dancing Bird Art Studio, I believe is the full name, right?
Dancing
I always
Bird,
call it the Dancing Bird.
Art Gallery and Music Shop.
Art Gallery and Music Shop. So I'll try to put a link to that so they can find you easier. So how long have you been in this location? How long have you owned the studio? Everything like that?
Well, I've had Dancing Bird Art Studio since 1984. We moved to town in downtown Cumberland in 2007. So we've been here, this is 14 going on 15 years.
In this location?
In this location.
Awesome. I didn't actually realize you'd owned another, like, different
well,
location.
Well, it's been a local
that.
business for much longer, but
okay. I didn't realize that.
In about 2007, there were a whole bunch of empty buildings up and down Main Street in Cumberland.
Yeah.
And there was some energy toward getting the buildings filled with something, and so I was one of the people who decided to open up my own shop in town, a brick and mortar store.
And then primarily, what do you stock here? Because so I've been coming here for guitar lessons when I was 13, I want to say, something like that. I bought guitar strings. I bought one acoustic from you guys years ago.
I remember that.
I don't remember what brand it was.
It was
but
Bristol.
I used it for a long time.
That's what it was.
I really liked it.
Yeah,
Ended up selling it for another guitar. Yeah, it was a good guitar. I kind of wish I still had it. I should have kept it. In honesty,
all guitar players want another guitar.
Yeah, exactly. So
Me
what?
too.
So besides guitars, like what do you stock in the store? I'm not going to do the art out here, but I'll do a little shot of the guitars that you have
Sure.
in here, just kind of show people what they are.
You know, I put guitars in here initially because I like the shape, the art that goes into making any kind of a guitar.
Yeah.
And also I wanted to be able to get strings for my guitar in town. And so
That's why I come here is always to get strings.
It sprang from there. Really, I had no idea that there would be a demand for this beyond that, and also that there's maybe a greater demand for fixing broken stuff, or setting up guitars or something like that, rather than buying a new guitar in general. So I do much more fixing of guitars than I do actually selling guitars.
Okay. And then, so how can people find you? What's the best way? So for context, we're in Cumberland, Wisconsin. Main Street
The main street in Cumberland is 2nd Avenue.
2nd Avenue.
And my address is 1393 2nd Avenue. That's the street address. And so if you do a Google map search or some other kind of map search, you can find us that way.
You guys have a website?
We do. That's DancingBirdArtStudio.com.
I'll try to put a link to that in the video description.
And that opens actually with the art part of the store, rather than the music store part.
Okay.
But there's a fair amount of the website that's dedicated to the music shop too.
Do you guys have like Facebook, Instagram, anything like
that
people can follow?
No, this is a hard question right now. But if you look up Dancing Bird, I think if you look up Dancing Bird Art Studio on Facebook, or Dancing Bird Music Shop, you might, either way, somehow you'll get to our Facebook page, which I don't recall just now.
Okay.
And we have everything on there too, many things on there.
Okay.
So.
All right. We'll do that for contact information right now. So if you guys are interested, if you're in the Wisconsin area, the northeastern side of the state. Northwestern, excuse me. I always get those, I say west and east. If you guys are looking for guitar strings and stuff, like I say, I've been taking lessons here when I was 13, and I've been coming back ever since. It's been like 10-ish years. I've been going back and forth from where I live to here because this is like the only guitar shop within an hour of where I live or something like that. So I've been getting strings here for years, guitar case, capos, like everything that you need to make a guitar usable. I bought that here, or I think I had guitar repairs done back in the day with my first guitar, or my first 2 guitars. I think I actually got some repairs done here too. So I'll show you guys a little bit of just what he's got in the guitar room, because that's what you guys came to see. And then, we'll purchase this guitar and probably get out of your hair, let you have the rest of the day back. So, all right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. All right, so all in all, successful day. I bought a guitar, I got to hang out with Jeff a little bit and play some other cool guitars that were on the walls hanging in there, and I'm really excited about this guitar. It's a brand I would not have bought. It's a style that it's a brand I would have bought, a style that I would not have bought, and I didn't like them until I played this one specific guitar. Jeff was super cool, super helpful, and it was awesome of him to let me do a little bit of footage and give us a little bit of info on his shop and what they do there. I know I rambled a little bit and talked over him. Sorry about that. But I'm super excited to, just to be able to come back here in the future and hang out with him again whenever I happen to be back in town. And, I wanted to talk a little bit about supporting local guitar shops, because this is an amazing little community that he has been able to help nurture and build over the years that he has owned this business. And I'm not the only person that comes in here just to hang out and talk with Jeff or to buy strings, buy a guitar, whatever it is. There's people that frequent this place, and that's really cool. So anytime you can, buy from your local guitar shop. Keep these guys in business, help them out as much as you can. And Jeff, I just wanted to say thank you once again. It was a great experience, great time. Good to see you again after all these years. And so now we're going to cut to hopefully some footage of the guitar and maybe a little bit of a sound sample. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that portion of the video. Now I should actually reveal the guitar because I've been keeping it from you guys this long. And here it is. A Fender Stratocaster. This is the made in Mexico, just basic Stratocaster with a couple of nice little added features that I love. Now, I hate Stratocasters. Just want to get that out of the way. My next video that I make about this guitar is actually going to be titled, I Hate Stratocasters. And so when I walked in and I was playing other guitars, I saw this kind of in the corner, or not in the corner, but kind of behind a couple of other guitars, and I was like, I should play that. I should see what it's all about. So I threw it in position 4 and played the Wish version of Slow Dancing in a Burning Room by John Mayer, which I'm not going to play for you guys now because I don't want to get copyright striked or however that works. And I love it. It is a sweet guitar, and it has lace sensor pickups in the neck and middle, a hot rail, which I'm not sure if it's a Seymour Duncan, but I'm going to check when I pull the guard off one of these days, probably the next time I change the strings. And it has Graph Tech saddles. So really nice guitar as far as features go, and just an average guitar as far as guitars go. But I really like the way it plays. I really like the way it sounds. And I'm going to do some outro tones for you guys on this thing, just so that you can get an idea of what it sounds like before I do the actual video on this. But if you want to see the actual guitar in its full entirety, I will be putting up another video about this a little bit later. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys enjoy these outro tones. If you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up so I know I did a good job. And with that, you guys take care. We'll see you in the next one.